Hi, I'm Zofia, and I'm here to give you some yoga to make your low back happy and your hips happy too. So let's begin. One of the things that can make the low back and the hips unhappy is tension. So we're going to start with some mental centering. And what I love about Purna Yoga and Heartful Meditation is that we're they're very rounded. It's a very rounded practice. It's like, look at all these different things, okay? So bring your hands to Namaste. So we're going to apply a little meditation, a little bit of movement. I'll tell you a little bit about nutrition, a little bit of applied philosophy to help make the hips and the low back happy. Okay. Breathe slowly and deeply, feeling your body gently unwinding. You want to be seated in a comfortable position. And then slowly release your hands and bring them up beside your head. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, gather all of your senses. As your palms come together, inhale. And as you exhale, I offer all of my senses to the wisdom within me. Slowly release your hands and bring them up again. We're going to do this a total of 3 times. If you're not understanding or if you're not quite clear, you can always watch the video for a little bit and then repeat it with me. Okay? Deep breath in. Exhaling, gather. Palms together, inhale. Exhaling, bringing the hands to the heart center. I offer all of my thoughts, all of my senses to the wisdom within me. Slowly release your hands and bring them up. Inhale. Exhaling, I gather all of my senses, all of my thoughts. Once your palms come together, inhale. As you exhale, I offer all of my senses, all of my thoughts to the wisdom within me. Let's do one last one. And then join me for one soft Om. Inhaling. As you exhale, release your head forward. Inhaling, bring your head to center. Open your eyes and release your hands. Sweep your hands over your legs and reach your arms up for the sky. Interlock your fingers and then reverse the interlock. Again, you can always pause the video and repeat if there's a part that you don't understand or you're not clear about. Okay? As you're here, really press your sitting bones down and lift and lengthen through your side waist. This is getting stretch, which is elongating the low back and the side ribs to help stretch out the back. Okay? You drop your chin towards your chest and you breathe deeply. Inhale, exhaling, reach your hands apart and down, and inhaling, lift your head. Okay? Now we're going to twist to the side. I'll show you what prop I'm using. This is the prop I'm using today. It's a nice big foam pad that I'm using because my left ankle is a little unhappy, so I'm using this prop, okay? So release your left foot from underneath you. So your right knee is down and your left foot's on the floor. And I'm realizing I need to turn this. Yes, there we go. That's much better. Okay, so I need something to put my left hand on. So bring your right arm across your left leg and gently twist to your left. And it's very, very important that you press your left hip away from your left shoulder so that you're twisting, and also that you're lifting the pit of your abdomen. You're lengthening your spine as you do this. And breathe deeply. And then inhaling, come back to center. Keep your legs the way they are. Your hands can stay up on the pads. They can go down on the floor, wherever they need to go. You're looking for a stretch over the front of your right thigh. So press your right knee down and draw your belly away from your thigh. And I'll give you another way to do this in a bit if this doesn't work for you. Or if you know lunge, you can go to lunge, okay? Now what's very interesting about this particular pose is that we want to elongate, we want to stretch, we want to kind of get like bad posture almost. You're drawing your chest away, you're drawing your belly away from your thigh. You press the right knee down and you draw your belly away, and you'll be like, oh my goodness, that's a big stretch. And that's right, that's what you want. You want a big stretch in the front of your right thigh, on the quadriceps. Okay, and then slowly come back up and bring your left foot back into Virasana and take your right leg out. Okay, and place your right hand on the pad behind you, and you can have any setup. You could have a brick behind you, you can have other pads, just whatever so you can, so that your hand can press down as you twist. Bring your left arm across, bring your right knee into the midline of your body, lift the pit of your abdomen and twist to your right. Breathe full breaths in and out. So as we do these things, and you can always do less, okay? So if you have low back issues, do less. Very, very important. It's important that you breathe. That's what I was going to say. I'm sorry. But I just remember that it's very important when you have low back stuff going on that you always do a little bit less, just to give the muscles time to understand what you're asking them to do. Now we're trying to elongate the spine. We're lengthening it. So you want to move your hip, your right hip and your right shoulder away from each other. So I'm moving my right hip this way and my right shoulder that way as I lift the pit of my abdomen towards my right shoulder. And then inhaling, slowly release. And we're going to now stretch the front of the left thigh. Press your left knee down, draw your belly away, and breathe into the front of your left thigh. Press the left knee down, lift the pit of your abdomen. Look for that kind of sinking in your chest, so you're moving away from your left thigh. And then slowly come up. Okay. And put the prop, take this prop out of your way. I don't think we're gonna, oh, that's right. We're gonna use it like this. Okay. So if the last one, if Virasana was not something you could do, if you can be on your knees, and that means even if you need to put additional padding under your knees, please do that, okay? So you step your right leg forward. So this is gonna stretch the quadriceps as well. So there are two muscle groups that help to release low back issues, and that's stretching the quadriceps, the front of the thighs, and stretching the hamstrings, the back. So right now we're working on the front. And because of our society, and we tend to sit a lot, it's the front side that generally needs a lot of stretch, and the back as well. Okay, so you don't have to use the brick, but I'm showing you different ways that you can use it if the stretch is too much for you, okay? And you want to make sure you're listening to your body. If it's feeling like a sharp stretch or it's too much, you want to do less. And less means not time-wise, it means height-wise, coming out of it. Okay? What brings the stretch is when you lean forward. You want to make sure your right heel is under your right knee. Okay? You don't need the block at all. You can put your hands on the earth. And then you want to look for the stretch in the front of your left thigh. It'll make you smile. Like you're alive and shining. Breathe deeply into the front of your left thigh. And then slowly lean back and change sides. So place your right knee on the floor and bring your left foot forward. And draw your pelvis towards your left heel. Now if you used a brick on the other side, and whatever height you used it at, do the same on the left, with the left leg forward, okay? If the knee that's on the earth is bothering you at all, make sure you can fold the sticky mat like so, okay? You can put a pad underneath it. There are lots of different things that you can do to make that back knee comfortable. It's very important that you're able to let the knee drop onto the earth and then drop your pelvis towards your left heel. Breathe deeply. Best kept secret. Best way to relax and release tension from the body is to breathe. And then inhaling, slowly release. We're going to do it one more time on each side. Right leg forward. So you're getting the stretch on the front of your left thigh. If you'd like to go a little more deeply, press your shoulder blades down your back and think of reaching from your knee, from your left knee, the knee that's on the earth, out through the top of your head in a straight line. If you need to do less, you can lean your hips back a little bit. This is also really good for your digestion because the warmth from your thigh is pressing into your ascending colon. And then inhaling, lean back and bring the knee down. So just to give you a view, the colon goes like so, it's going up, that's the ascending. Then there's the transverse across, and then the descending on the left. So you get it warmed up and it moves across and then it comes out. So let's do the left side now. It's all very connected. So make sure your right knee is comfortable as it's resting on the earth. Draw your pelvis forward, press your shoulder blades down your back, lift the pit of the abdomen, breathe deeply as you draw your pelvis towards your left heel. And inhaling, lean back and release. Okay, so now that was stretching the front side. Now we're going to stretch the hamstrings. Let's put this out of the way. You need a belt for this. And it needs to, if possible, not be like a belt that gives. It needs to be one that's very taut. Like when you pull on it, it doesn't give. Okay? So roll onto your back. And have your knees bent and take your right leg up, excuse me, and put the belt around the bottom of your right foot. And you want it to be closer to your heel. You don't want it in the center of the arch or close to your toenail. You want it really close to your heel, okay? And then make sure that both legs are straight. So your right leg straight and your left leg straight. Then hold the belt with your right hand and press your heels away and draw your toes back. And you'll begin to feel the stretch in the back of your right leg, okay? And we're gonna go slowly and we're gonna go deeply, okay? Press your right hip gently towards your left heel. So your up leg hip, press it towards your left heel. And you'll feel the stretch really increase. So if it's too much or if it's too sharp or too hard, let off of the belt. So we're not trying to pull our foot over our head. We're looking for a stretch in our hamstrings. So you take hold with the right arm straight. You let your right leg drop into the belt. Then you press your right hip away. And you want to be working at a capacity where you can breathe and stay there. We'll say 6 breaths, okay? Make sure you're pressing the heels away and drawing the toes back as you contract your quadriceps. This is breath number 4 for me. Relax your right shoulder. Now slowly bend both of your knees and put your left foot up in the belt and hold the belt with your left hand, okay? Bend your right knee, bring your right leg down. Slowly straighten your right leg, straighten your left leg. Press the heels away, draw the toes back. Feel that nice hamstring stretch on the left side. Breathe into the hamstring stretch. And go ahead, before you even do the next piece, let off of your belt by about an inch, okay? And then move your left hip towards your right heel. And breathe into the back of your left leg. Enjoy that stretch. Soften your left shoulder. So the only thing that's working is your hand to hold the belt and your legs. Pressing your heels away, drawing your toes back, contracting your quadriceps. Okay. Press your left hip towards your right heel. Now we'll start the 6 count. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly inhale. Slowly exhale. Make it a deep, wide breath. Number 3. Number 4, inhale. As much as you can, breathe into the top part of your chest, up by your collarbones. Number 5. Remember, heels away, toes drawing back, quadriceps lifting, left hip pressing away. Last inhalation. And exhale. And then bring both feet up and put them in the belt. And bend your knees a bit. And bend your elbows. And then very gently draw your feet towards the wall that the top of your head is facing. You're just doing this all very slowly, very gently. And what you're striving to do is as you pull your feet, as you draw your legs that way, your tailbone will come up. It'll give you a nice gentle stretch in the low back. Okay, this is our last pose before Shavasana. Soften your tummy. Continue to breathe up close to your collarbones. And then slowly remove your feet from the belt. Put your belt off to the side. Straighten your legs one at a time onto the earth. Feel that you're in the center of your mat, right to left. So first feel that part. Okay, I'm centered right to left. Now feel that you're centered from top to bottom. And if you If you can't, if your whole body won't stay on the mat because you're taller, you're longer than your mat, then keep your head on the sticky mat and let your heels come off, okay? And then rest your arms beside you. Make sure your body's not touching anything except for your sticky mat, okay? Let's see, bring your legs all the way together. Take the heels a little bit apart and then drop the legs. Bring your arms beside you. So if you take your arms straight out and then you make that half, that's where you want the arms to rest. So they're at 45-degree angle. Roll your eyes into your chest. Breathe slowly and deeply. Take 3 slow breaths in and out. As you exhale, let go of your body, let go of your breathing, and allow your body to take over your breath. And slowly breathe into your chest to awaken your body. And bend your knees one at a time on separate exhalations. Bring your right arm over your head. As you exhale, roll to your right. Press into the floor with your left hand to sit all the way up. I'm going to sit with my knees bent underneath me and on my feet, but you're welcome to go back to a chair or to sit on the pad we began with. Bring your hands in Namaste. And join me for one soft Om. Exhaling, release your head forward. Inhaling, gently lift your head, open your eyes, and release your hands. Namaste. Thank you so much for coming to your class. And one more tip about your low back and how to help your whole body feel better is remember hydration, hydration, hydration. So water with a little bit of lemon juice or water with a pinch of sea salt. All right, have a lovely day. Thanks for coming. Bye.